A. Picky eaters. Some children are picky eaters. They will only eat a few foods and refuse to eat anything else, and this is generally considered unhealthy. Researchers have found that genetics may be one cause of this behaviour, but the environment in which children are raised may also be important. Parents, for example, serve as role models for their children, so it can be damaging if their children see them following limited, unhealthy diets. Once children form such eating habits, how can they be changed? Parents often use rewards. For example, they will tell their children they can have ice cream if they eat their vegetables. However, some experts warn against doing this. They say it does little to change children's negative attitudes toward foods they dislike. Instead, these experts recommend involving children in the growing, purchasing, and preparation of these foods. This may help children develop a positive relationship with healthy meals.
Questions. Number 13. What may be one reason children become picky eaters? Number 14. What is one thing that some experts recommend?
B. Qing Shi the pirate. It is sometimes said that a Chinese woman named Qing Shi was one of history's most successful pirates. Her husband was also a pirate. Following his death in 1807, Qing Shi took control of their pirate operations, which grew rapidly. The Chinese government then ordered its navy to capture her. The sea battle that followed, however, went badly for the government. Qing Shi's pirates captured several naval vessels, which increased Qing Shi's power. However, it is thought that Qing Shi began having difficulty controlling her huge forces. In 1810, therefore, she came to an agreement with government officials in which she promised to end her operations. In exchange, she was allowed to keep her wealth, and she and most of her followers were given their freedom. While many pirates throughout history died violently, Qing Shi avoided that fate.
Questions. Number 15. What was one result of the sea battle? Number 16. What did Qing Shi do in 1810?
C. The Canada lynx. The Canada lynx is a type of wildcat found mainly in Canada and the northern United States. The animals are skilled at avoiding humans, so they are rarely seen in the wild. However, lynx sightings increase roughly every 10 years. This is because the population of animals called snowshoe hares rises and falls in a roughly 10-year cycle. Lynx hunt snowshoe hares, and when there are more hares to hunt, the lynx population tends to grow. It was long believed that Canada lynx lived their whole lives in one particular area. However, scientists have discovered that lynx can journey thousands of kilometers to establish new territories. Some scientists think it is likely that these animals are following hares. However, lynx have also been observed making long journeys at other times, so there may be another reason why they travel.
Questions. Number 17. What does the speaker say about Canada lynx? Number 18. What did scientists discover about Canada lynx?
D. The catacombs of Priscilla. In Rome, there are networks of tunnels that were built around the beginning of the 2nd century AD. These tunnels were used as burial places for people of many religions. However, the tunnels became especially important for Christians. Their religion was not officially recognized at the time, so Christians used the tunnels to hold religious ceremonies. One famous section of tunnels is called the Catacombs of Priscilla. In this section, there are some early Christian paintings. One of the paintings seems to show a woman dressed in a priest's robe, and others show women performing religious ceremonies. Some people believe the paintings are proof of female priests in the church in ancient times. This is significant because some Christian churches today do not allow women to become priests. Other observers, however, say that we cannot be sure exactly what the paintings show.
Questions. Number 19. What is one thing we learn about the tunnels? Number 20. What do some people believe the paintings show?
E. Happiness and success. Many people believe that only by working hard and having a successful career can they find happiness. However, trying to make a lot of money or get promoted at work may not make people truly happy. People who focus on such success often prioritize work over other activities. Consequently, they may lose opportunities to enjoy the things that make life truly enjoyable, such as simple, relaxing times with their families. After reviewing many studies, researchers recently concluded that success may actually follow happiness. They believe that happy people are more energetic and confident because they experience frequent positive moods, and that this leads to success. Of course, success also depends on factors such as intelligence and social support. More research is needed, but it may be that those whose happiness leads them to success are more likely to stay happy.
Questions. Number 21. What does the speaker say about people who focus on success? Number 22. What did researchers recently conclude about happy people? F. Ancient oysters. For thousands of years, Native Americans along what is now called the U.S. East Coast used oysters as a food source. Today, however, oyster stocks have been greatly reduced. Overharvesting, pollution, and disease have caused oyster populations to fall, especially since the late 1800s, when European settlers introduced new harvesting methods. These methods included dredging, which involves removing huge numbers of oysters from the seabed. This process also damages the ecosystem in which the oysters live. In recent years, archaeologists have studied Native American harvesting practices. The archaeologists found that Native Americans did not harvest young oysters. Instead, Native Americans waited for oysters to grow and reproduce before they harvested them. The archaeologists also discovered that average shell size increased until the 1800s, which indicates that Native American practices helped ancient oysters to become larger. This finding surprised the archaeologists, who expected oyster shells to gradually get smaller in response to being harvested.
Questions. Number 23. What do we learn about oysters along the U.S. East Coast today? Number 24. What is one thing the archaeologists discovered?